I cannot believe what
Mayday,
you've done.
mayday,
I know I'm
mayday,
bad.
mayday. Okay, good. Any last words for each other? This is gonna be bad.
Good I have fun, don't proxy me,
Don't
thanks.
proxy. Okay, you know what to do. Proxy him. Good luck, have fun.
there's there's no such thing as the offensive GG, I guess.
Not really, I just couldn't. I'm sorry about that, I wasn't listening.
Oh, okay, it's gonna proxy me.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Alright, let's get into game 1 of our best of 3 series here. Map 1 will be Berlingrad. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran player, Kenosua. Facing them in the bottom right-hand corner is representing my clan, which is obviously the worst clan in the game. It's going to be MaraudSquad, aka Mayday. That's a joke. Oh, that's a joke name that he has now because the Banshee screams Mayday when she's taking damage. And there was that one 14-minute game where MaraudSquad tried to do a Ravager rush on me when we were playing a best of 7 series, or best of 5 series that he won, by the way. But in the one game that I won, I hunted down every unit he had with one Banshee. And that is why he is known as Mayday now. He won the set, but it was a moral loss for him because he got a dumb nickname that we all call him now. Anyway. Holy crap, my encoders? Nope, not my encoder, but just probably my network. Yikes. Anyway, looks like a pretty standard single guest opening from both sides. Probably going to be a Reaper fast expand. There we go. SCV scouting is MaraudSquad. Kenosua will not opt to do the same. Interesting. Okay, Kenosua, both sides are just doing a... Okay, so Kenosua is doing a Reaper fast expand, but MaraudSquad is making a Marine. I don't know if I agree with that decision. There's a very good reason to make a Reaper as your first unit in this matchup, and it's because if you make a Marine, or even 2 Marines, they will just get bullied by the Reaper. Now this is greedy. Now this is greedy right here. Marine fast expand into Reactor means you will not have any second unit to back up this Reaper, which means this Reaper comes across the map and literally just wins for free if the Reaper player knows what they're doing and actually controls their unit well. This Reaper just bullies the Marine, it's faster than him, can heal, uses the grenade to do extra damage, more HP, and just... Oh, but Kenosua is not controlling this Reaper very well. Oh boy. It's actually gonna... Okay, so Kenosua gets the 1 SCV here, presumably also the 1 SCV here. Definitely not a good trade for Kenosua in a normal game, but considering that it is MaraudSquad who's playing here, and he does not like making Reapers in TVT, he also doesn't like making Hellions in TVT. Like, he's just gonna go straight for that Siege Tank. Or he's gonna go straight for the Tech Lab, possibly get a Cyclone and a Siege Tank. He's also getting his 3rd CC on site very quickly. Also, don't know if I agree with this. Anyway, hopefully just explaining how TVT sort of works to our co-op campaign enjoying Mystic Bladeworks in chat here. Okay, so these Marines are going to get us surrounded, and Kenosua is not paying attention, which means the Marines are just gunning it down because they have better DPS. Yikes. Not looking too good, not boding too well for Kenosua at the start, who's basically just been rallying units across the map to their death. Okay, but these 3 Marines might not be able to quite... Okay, Split Micro is good, not quite. These 2 Marines both took damage, but then we split. The Hellion also dies for free, which means that we are about to hit a 3 orbital MaraudSquad at barely 4 minutes, just past 4 minutes, not quite 4 minutes 20 into the game. Orbital, just waiting on the minerals, there we go. MaraudSquad knows how to make us orbital in time. 3 more barracks, Unfortunately, no stim research, but in TBT, your stim is a bit late anyways. So that's okay. Kenosua making the defensive bunker when he's literally had map control this entire game, so the bunker was completely unnecessary in my opinion. Liberator. Wait, I'm sorry. We're making a. Do we have a Banshee out already? No, we don't. We're getting Cloak. We're getting Cloak for Banshees, but we're not making Banshees. The first unit out will be a Liberator. I'm sorry, did we just. Poor Marine. We were just walked in for a scout and died. Yeah, that is. I think that is definitely MaraudSquad's Marine. Anyway, these could really use some add-ons. We could also be producing things. Tech Lab. Reactor. Okay, so I guess we're gonna get double stim. Combat shield and stim at the same time. Definitely not standard, but to his credit, he is not only has he established his economy much sooner than Kenosua. By the way, he's actually forgetting to make SCVs, so the advantage is diminished somewhat. He could really be making SCVs, please, 3 at a time. Thank you. And Kenosua's stim will be very late. These, I mean, I think this is the normal timing. No, it's not. But stim and combat shields are going to be very late for Kenosua. Probably, if I am guessing, he's probably going to drop down 2 tech labs on these. If he remembers to do so at all. 2 siege tanks out. Really like to see some units buffering the defense. I'm sorry, this squad attacking his Liberator gets 5 kills while he wasn't paying attention. Holds the construction. Supply depot and the missile turret. These Marines not going to quite get their target. Okay, Kenosua gonna pick off these tanks while he's at it. MaraudSquad, he's unsiege, get out of there. Okay, he's gonna take 2 hits. Get out of there though. And yeah, these siege tanks can't shoot up, and the Marines aren't there to protect them, so the Liberator can just take pot shots at them for free. And it is Kenosua who has actually had the more consistent worker production the entire time, keeping even pace with MaraudSquad, despite the fact that despite being down an entire base, and now it is Kenosua's superior macro to put him 12 workers, 12 SCVs ahead in this stage of the game is a pretty big deal. But the fact that their income actually appears to be even at the moment, meal dumping. But both sides, Kenosua has not been meal dumping very well, so that explains why the income gap is there. MaraudSquad should also be saturating this gas. Banshee comes in at the weirdest late timing, but at the same time, there's a giant tank push. Bunker is not going to help in PvP. This EC will die. The Marines just wander into the tank. I guess you can kill them for free. 4th base gone up for going up for MaraudSquad. Banshee having a field day because the turret can actually see it. Birds can see it. Where are you right click moving? Just A move. Oh god, we don't have detection. Scan. Stutter step. The Marines are stuck behind each other. Oh god, we lost the tank for free. But Banshee cleaned up at home. And okay, so it is now MaraudSquad who is the superior army. Combat shields is done. Stim should be finishing up shortly. I'm sorry, Kenosua is getting combat shields first. Okay, well that is really bad. That is very bad. It's not. This stimless bio is just not mobile. Just cannot take fights. It's like link speed. So like instead of it's link speed buff damage as well. Okay, so Kenosua's siege tanks on the high ground should keep him pretty safe. And MaraudSquad just has a pack and go home. There's no damage to be found here. Especially, I mean, I guess you could like beat the CC, because these siege tanks don't reach all the way to the low ground. Just shell it with siege tanks, keep the Marines there. I don't think he knows the base is there. For some reason he's not attacking the 4th base. Done for MaraudSquad, but he's still not producing SCVs at the rate that he should be. Triple factory. I don't know that we can afford that. Kenosua's income. Okay, so now this is where you can tell that Kenosua's income has sort of been actually been meaningful, because it's like, I mean, he has a 4K mineral bank. I mean, it means his macro is bad, but it also means his income has just been better this entire time. He's gonna take his 4th base. MaraudSquad gonna come in here with a siege tank and just yeah, he's just gonna deny this. Just kill this base. You're not gonna lift it off in time. It's just gonna die. And just like that. Oh, okay. And the siege tanks are not sieged up. He actually, okay, could have gone in on that. Okay, now we're gonna expose our own tanks. That's never good. Always want to, you're taking a fight, you always want to protect your tanks. Because you're doing the most damage out of everything. MaraudSquad gonna keep pushing forward, but the high ground siege tanks can finally reach the bio. They walk into that range, and that Marauder just got... I'm sorry, your body just kind of got shot into there? Okay. Yep. Going home once again. Kenosua very content. Despite being economically, or down on bases, he's very content to just sit back. Sit near his siege tanks and just wait for MaraudSquad to run into him. When as this stim finally finishes up, MaraudSquad producing triple tanks, quadruple factory tank. I don't think he can afford this, and if you're making quadruple factory tank, Liberators are the last thing you want to also be producing. Like, you already got control of the ground, dude. Liberators are a little bit excessive and also just not what you need. Definitely prefer some medevacs or Vikings instead. Or even Ravens? Actually, I guess the Liberators are nice to push the enemy siege tanks with, but I would still like to see Vikings. Because air control's right there for you to take, buddy, if you want to take it. Like, air control in this matchup, of course, it's important because the siege tanks shoot a very long distance, but where's an example of a siege tank right now? Okay, it doesn't appear that there are any, but if you notice here, I mean, the siege tank can shoot all the way like from here to where the lines are, but their vision range is actually 2 hexes lower than their maximum firing distance, so they need spotting in order spotter units in front of them in order to be the most effective. So if it's just siege tank versus like, look, these siege tanks were sieged up, but there was no vision here, so they couldn't shoot their maximum distance. Anyway, that's why air control is important. And then you make Vikings, which are your primary air-to-air combat unit. You fight for air control, and then once you secure that, you can also make other air units, like Liberators and Ravens, to capitalize on it. You get your interference matrix, auto turrets, and your Liberators can siege up on the opponent's tanks to force them to get out of the way. You gotta force that unsiege or they just die for free, and that's when you can siege your tanks in a more forward position. Where is your rally point? You're producing a lot of Liberators, but I don't see them for some reason. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely not how you want to use your bio. These are not Zerglings you can just run, or Charizard you can just run into siege tanks. If I crap about, these are more fragile, slower and more fragile units, so you can't just run them into siege tanks. Anti-armor missile. Oh no, you're gonna lose. Okay, you're gonna lose that medevac. There goes 2 siege tanks. Uh-oh. MaraudSquad on a 90 worker, almost 90 worker economy, but this defense is not set up at all. There's nothing to buffer for these tanks. There's nothing to defend at all. Holy crap. Where are your 3 tanks? If your tanks are nowhere in the position that they need to be. Hello? Oh god. And just like that, MaraudSquad donating a little bit of his army at a time to Kenosua free. These Vikings are a little bit damaged, but there's still 3 of them, which means they should have air control, and this Liberator is not long for this world as the defense collapses and Kenosua will pounce. Uh-oh. Where are your siege tanks, dude? This is why you can't be caught out of position like this. GG indeed. We are definitely looking at that possibility. Both sides voting a lot of money. But Kenosua's assault does not look to be stopping anytime soon, even though these Marines can't really shoot up. GG? I don't think that's a G. Okay, honestly, you do not need to GG there. Like, look at this. Like, there is no need at all to GG in this situation, I think. Because, like, you still have your 4 siege tanks, you got your 2 Vikings, and, like, this Bioforce is, I mean, he may be rallying across the map, but he has no tanks with this. If you just have siege tanks, he will never break you. Siege here, siege here, siege here. Get your Marines that are popping out to stop him from dropping on you, and your defense just holds perfectly fine. You're super economically ahead. Your bank is bigger. Oh man. Okay, well, that's that. It is a GG. He did tap out, so that counts as a victory for Kenosua here. GG game 2. What was game 2 again? Pride. Yes, we're gonna go to Pride. been a while since I've done one of these. I feel like I have more energy. I'm actually casting the game properly instead of just having random side thoughts or just not being particularly interested in the game at all. For fun. Here we go. Map 2 on the way. Alright, we're getting into game 2 of this best of 3 series. Kenosua is ahead by 1 point. If he wins this, he's going to win the set. He's in the top left-hand corner of this map with the blue Terran pieces. His opponent in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. He's going to get back... I mean, I keep saying get back into this series with the best of 3, so... He needs to win 2 games. He needs to do a reverse 2-0 to win the set. This, not too much of an ask. It is certainly a short series. So, fewer games have to win in a row, the easier it is to come back. Anyway, it is with the red Terran pieces, MaraudSquad. Like a fairly, nothing crazy. Both sides going 14 depot. This is a... Okay, so I would say that's a fast gas, but it's not, because if you want to go for a 15 gas, you're meant to go for it as soon as you have 75 minerals. MaraudSquad is going to go for the Rax gas, 16 Rax, 16 gas. Kenosua with the 15 gas, 16 racks, but unfortunately it's less efficient because he's not only did he make it later than he could have if he was going to do that supply count, but he hasn't even saturated it all the way. So his first Reaper will be late. He's also full walling. There's no reason to full wall in this matchup this early. Wait, what is this? Okay, never mind. We're doing 2 racks and one of them is proxied. Okay, so Kenosua is going to beg MaraudSquad not to proxy him, and then he's going to go ahead and proxy him anyway. Bit of a hypocrite, don't you think? But, I mean, I guess if it makes this series interesting, then so be it. It's going to be just a Reaper fast expand from MaraudSquad. Didn't check the timings, but it seems, I guess it's on time. Going to finish off the supply depot wall. As you do, Reaper will pop out and it will definitely be done. Wait, I'm sorry, what? This is not proxy Reapers, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tech Lab Reactor. I'm sorry, are we proxying a 2-on-1 in TVT? We're making Marauders out of this. Okay. Well, if you're just gonna make Marauders out of this, you need to get Concussive right now, as soon as you can afford it. You have 50 gas. You should be building it. I'm sorry, we're making another Rex. So this is proxy Marauders with... And we're not even getting Concussive shells. Excuse me? You realize that this... You're meant to get Concussive shells for something like this, right? Reaper shows up on the other side of the map after realizing that there's nothing coming to him. Factory on the way. He just gets a siege tank out, like there's literally nothing the Kenosua can do. With that proxy to break this, and 1 Marine, 2 Marines will be on the way. MaraudSquad just gonna get out of there instead of choosing to fight. We will head back home. And that might be for the better, because Kenasua's 1 Marine and 1 Marauder are gonna show up now. And he's... Keep in mind, MaraudSquad actually has a very... With this, like, the fact that he just has this 1 base stun, loaded up, very smart. Load them up more. Keep loading them up. Load them up. Load them up. Okay, we lost 1 on accident. But lift the wall. Lift the wall. Lift the wall. Let him shoot. Let him attack this if he wants to. Can't lose the Reaper. Can't lose the Reaper. Cannot lose the Reaper. Target fire the Marine. The Marines pop out on the wrong side. Your factory needs to be producing a siege tank right now. Your tech lab is very late. Oh boy. And also a bunker would be really nice. A bunker would be really nice right now. MaraudSquad, I'm talking to you. I know you can't hear me, but I am talking to you. And a bunker would be very nice right now. As the pressure is mounting. Holy crap, we're just researching proxy combat shields. Why does he make combat shields? You're supposed to get stim first. Bunker on the low ground. Okay, this needs to lift. This needs to lift right now. Dude, MaraudSquad, you're about to lose the only advantage you have in this game. Holy shit. Prepare that. Prepare. Prepare. Oh my god, it's gonna die. Dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Well, the siege tank is finally out, so now we can just hit on this. Oh my god, don't siege it there. Actually, you know what? That's fine. Siege it there. Kill that shit. Blow it up. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, but this... Okay, so we need to be continuously making tanks, because, one tank ain't gonna cut it, buddy. We need to make more. Okay, we are making a tank, but we're also supply blocked. That is definitely in range of the bunker, and slowly we're going to be pushing out of this. MaraudSquad has thankfully started his natural expansion once again, sooner than Kenosua has, but he's... I mean, there's no reason he should have lost this. But keeping it down there if you want Kenosua to shoot at it if he's an idiot is fine, because, like, shooting this does nothing if you don't kill it. But if you actually let him kill it, then you're behind for no reason. I'm sorry, we're building another one? Dude, you don't want to build there, you want to mine from there. This is about to finish up. Don't build there. Oh my god. You want to build another one like up here and build this over here. So instead of having the opportunity to mine from our next most secure base that we have on the map, we're going to build in its spot and we're just going to deny ourselves from mining for the next 50 seconds. We're also going to float this to the more exposed, low ground location. I mean, I guess we have... Okay, so Kenosua actually has a head start on bio upgrades. And he's not even that far behind economically, which... I mean, I guess MaraudSquad's about to be on 3 base when Kenosua is going to be on 2. But anyway, definitely not the cleanest way that MaraudSquad could have played out this game. No, sir. He does have map vision. He does have the guy in the middle of the map, Kenosua, upping to keep his ring at the top ramp up here. Nothing up here. I mean, this is the... Keep in mind, this is the shortest path, so I guess that's not a terrible thing. Bunker here after you know your opponent is siege tanks. So obviously a bunker at 6 minutes 30 seconds when both sides are expected to have tanks is the best idea for defense. Totally. 2 factory siege tank going to be on the way. Starport finishing up, eBay finishing up. Going to be getting those bio upgrades, that +1. That actually MaraudSquad has a head start and also has those vehicle weapons, missile turret. Both bases, I guess we are afraid of flying things now, but I guess it's better now than never to get those upgrades. Stim about to be done from MaraudSquad as he moves out. Hope he is... Which way are you moving? You are moving to the middle of the map. Okay. So this is... Okay, so Kenosua has a siege tank. It's rallied over here. So my impression is that he wants to rally it to the high ground defensively, which I think is a terrible idea. Because the siege tanks could definitely be down here. But they're actually defending your natural base. I mean, the only thing that this... Okay, so these units are just dead. That was a point. You don't want to stim your Marines like that. That is not a good idea. It's to stim your... You never stim your Marines when you're not sure that you can heal them. Do we even have a starport? Mayday does not have a starport, so he will... That stim permanently hurt these... Like, that stim just hurts these Marines until they can get, like, medevacs, which does not appear to be for a while. Kenosua has vision of Mayday's army for the briefest moment. The scan vision. Scan vision gives him extra vision, and now you're gonna lose a tank. You're gonna lose... Oh god, you should not have unsieged. Oh god. MaraudSquad making all the wrong decisions in this fight, and he is gonna completely lose all the army he has. Army supply plummeting to single digits as that Marine is blown down the... Did you see that? He just blown off the map. Blown under the map. Dude, you gotta pull this away. He has stim in combat shields. You cannot... Dude, you're gonna lose all this economy right now. Dude, MaraudSquad. Oh god. Actually, I don't think you want to do that as Kenosua. Oh my god, respond to this. Attack the shit! You can surround him. If you just pulled earlier and surrounded him, you could have definitely fought that. Anyway, I guess we're not gonna lift this. We're just gonna let it die. Kenosua with the tanks. We do have tanks defensively. And this tank is actually healthy. But if you run into that, oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Now we're just gonna keep sieging. Keep sieging in an unsafe location, lose all the tanks this game, lose all the bio. MaraudSquad has definitely shown himself to be less familiar with the control needed to take Marine tank engagements. He's just gonna stim forward, but you don't want to do, dude, you never want to do that. There's just this, you will never, ever survive that siege tank.
Attack.
Oh god. Third base is done, and fourth base is here. We just have too much, like, use. Oh god, we just keep bleeding units. Right now is not the time to be making reactors on your starports, it's the time to be making units. Oh god. Okay, well, that was a quick series. Kenosua is gonna... Man. It's a series of really unfortunate decisions from MaraudSquad this series. And it's gonna cost him... Gonna make him go to, let's drag them back in.